Are you tired of feeling lonely and isolated? Do you want to break free from the prison of loneliness and start living a more fulfilling life? In this message, we're going to share with you a powerful mindset shift that can help you overcome loneliness. By changing your mindset, you can start to see the world in a new light, build meaningful connections with others, and find happiness and fulfillment. Say goodbye to loneliness and hello to a life of purpose and joy. Loneliness is a struggle that many of us face at some point in our lives, and it's a feeling that can be incredibly isolating and debilitating. But what if I told you that there's a way to find comfort and companionship in the midst of loneliness? What if God's help could be the key to ending your loneliness? We live in a world where social media presents a highlight reel of everyone's lives, making it easy to feel like we're the only ones struggling. But the truth is, loneliness is a silent epidemic that affects millions of people worldwide. It's a feeling that can creep up on us at any moment, regardless of how many friends we have or how busy our schedules are. And it's a feeling that can leave us feeling hopeless and disconnected. Studies have shown that loneliness can have a serious impact on our physical and mental health, increasing our risk of depression, anxiety, and even heart disease. It's a heavy burden to carry, and one that many of us struggle to talk about. But the thing is, we don't have to carry it alone. There are people who care, and there is a God who wants to meet us in our loneliness. I think one of the reasons we struggle to talk about loneliness is because we're ashamed to admit that we're not enough. We're ashamed to admit that we're struggling to find connection and community in a world that seems to be more connected than ever. But the truth is, we're all struggling to find our place in this world, and we're all searching for a sense of belonging. The thing is, faith and spirituality can offer us a sense of solace and comfort in the midst of loneliness. For many people, faith has been a source of peace and companionship in times of isolation. It's a reminder that we're not alone, and that there is a God who is always with us, even when we feel like we're at our most alone. Of course, it's not always easy to trust in God's presence when we're feeling lonely. It's easy to doubt and question whether He's really there for us. But the thing is, God is always there, even when we can't feel Him. He's always speaking to us, always guiding us, always comforting us. We just have to learn to listen. One of the most powerful prayers that can help in times of loneliness is a prayer of Jabez. It's a prayer that asks God to bless us and increase our territory, but it's also a prayer that asks God to be with us. It's a prayer that says, God, I need you. I need your presence in my life. And that's a prayer that has brought me so much comfort and peace in times of loneliness. The truth is, loneliness is not something that we have to face alone. We can turn to God, and we can find comfort and companionship in His presence. We can find a sense of belonging and connection that goes beyond any human relationship. And that's a truly beautiful thing. Loneliness is a feeling that can creep up on us at any moment, making us feel isolated and disconnected from the world around us. But what if I told you that there's a way to overcome it, not by changing your circumstances, but by changing your mindset? Today, we're going to explore how a simple shift in perspective can make all the difference. Loneliness can be a heavy burden to carry, making everyday tasks feel like climbing a mountain. It can make us feel like we're stuck in a rut with no way out. We might feel like we're the only ones experiencing this, like everyone else has their life together while we're just struggling to get by. We might feel unimportant, unheard, and unseen. It's a feeling that can be overwhelming, making us want to just give up and hide away from the world. But the truth is, loneliness is more common than we think. It's a feeling that can affect anyone, regardless of their background, social status, or circumstances. It's not a reflection of our worth as individuals, but rather a signal that something needs to change. And that change starts with our mindset. When we're stuck in a lonely mindset, it's easy to get caught up in negative self-talk, self-doubt, and feelings of inadequacy. We might start to believe that we're not good enough, that we're not deserving of love and connection. But what if we could flip that script? What if we could start to cultivate a mindset of self-compassion, self-love, and self-acceptance? One of the most powerful mindset shifts we can make is to start practicing self-compassion. This means treating ourselves with kindness, understanding, and patience, just as we would a close friend. We can start by acknowledging our feelings, rather than trying to suppress them or hide them away. We can start by being gentle with ourselves, rather than beating ourselves up over every little mistake. Another mindset shift is to reframe our thoughts, to challenge those negative patterns of thinking that keep us stuck in loneliness. We can start by asking ourselves questions like, is this thought really true? Or is there another way to look at this situation? We can start to focus on the present moment, rather than getting caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. And finally, we can start to build a sense of community, to reach out and connect with others who might be feeling the same way. We can start by joining a group or club that aligns with our interests, volunteering for a cause we're passionate about, or simply striking up a conversation with a stranger. So, what can you do today to start overcoming loneliness? Start by being kind to yourself, by treating yourself with compassion and understanding. Start by challenging those negative thoughts, by reframing them in a more positive light. And start by reaching out to others, by building a sense of community and connection. Remember, overcoming loneliness is not about changing your circumstances, but about changing your mindset. So, take a deep breath, take a step forward, and start your journey towards a more connected, more compassionate, and more fulfilling life. Turning to God can be a powerful way to end loneliness in our lives. It's not a magic fix, and it's not always easy, but it's a journey that's worth taking. So if you're feeling lonely today, I want to encourage you to reach out to God. Talk to Him, pray to Him, and ask Him to be with you. You never know the comfort and peace that you might find.